David, what do you do differently with your Etsy dropshipping stores compared to like other people, right? Like what is your little like way to get ahead of the competition almost? Obviously you don't have to share too much, but yeah, what do you do a little bit differently?
Yeah, so I would say like, I think the way I do things is a little bit different in a few ways. So firstly, like fundamentally, especially after having a bit of experience, like I think a lot of people just kind of rip products, rip other people's stores. Like for me, I kind of just naturally just browse on these Chinese websites. And like now I'm at a stage where I can see a product and I'll find a few products or I'll find a specific Chinese store and I'll just know if it's going to work or not. So for me, like product research, it's not even, I don't go all technical. I don't look at stats. I don't look at keywords. I literally just, if I like the look of a product, I just save the image and that's it. And then I'll end up using it. So
almost gut feeling.
Yeah, just gut feeling really. Like I don't even look at competition prices. I literally just find a product that I think I like, list it, see if it works. And typically it works out well. Like I don't try and compete on price. I literally just make like really nice images, make everything look really professional, clean, like build that kind of innate trust.
Did you always do that? Like from the very beginning, or have you changed? Because obviously that's probably more experience.
Yeah, I think at the beginning, like you kind of have to like kind of steal winners.
Yeah.
Right. But very quickly, like I just transitioned away from that. And the main benefit of it is that I find when you're looking too deep and looking for those perfect products, it takes up so much time. Whereas my product research method, it's just dumb. Like it's just click, go on a rabbit hole. I'll end up having like 21688 pages and I'll just download I don't even save links on a spreadsheet, nothing, just save the images, hundreds of pages. And then what I'll do, next morning, I'll just kind of drag the images into different folders that kind of fit different stores. Yeah. And then from there, that's it. And then I'll send that to my VA. I'll say, I basically have like me or my brother that kind of do the images. So that's one thing that I still kind of do myself. Get those done, and I'll just send the folder to my VA and say, look, this is the new store, these are the images, start listing them, design the template, and then from there, like he'll kind of do it. So the one thing I kind of do like to do myself is the images. But yeah, I don't know if that's different from what other people do, like in terms of product research, but that's just, it works for me. Like I feel like a lot of people, they kind of deep it too much. Like they think that you need like this mega winner which has an amazing keyword
very
stat
very much so.
Someone selling like 100. You don't really need that. You just need to know like what is Etsy about, like what sells on Etsy, and then just find stuff and list it. And I think you've said this before, like it's better to have a bunch of good products than some single mad winner where you've got one store that's just doing loads. Like you'd much rather hedge yourself across a bunch of different stuff. So for me, it's like I don't find it that, I'm not looking for those perfect products. I just, go on a whim. If I think it will work, try it. If it doesn't work, okay, try something else. And for me, that's way quicker, way more streamlined. And that allows me, when I've been opening, so many stores, like I think in total I've opened 70. Now, many of those have gotten banned, but let's say I've got, 25, 30 running. I can streamline all of that product research, right? Because I'm just click. I'll find like hundreds of products within a very short space of time. Whereas if I was going on Everbee or, going on all these things and, you're not going to be able to do anything on like a big scale. You might be able to make one good store and then, print some good cash, but you're not really building any kind of skill of actually understanding what the fundamentals of the platform is about.
That's something that not enough people think about as well. Like I'm always having to remind people Etsy's about unique handmade items like this. I could buy at IKEA. Why are you listing a plain shelf or whatever it is,
Exactly. So, and I think it takes a while. Like even when I started, I think a lot of people, you come in a bit arrogantly like, oh yeah, I know what it's about. I get it. But you don't really until, I don't know, it just kind of clicks. Like for me, it just clicked like a few months in. I just kind of clicked and I was actually speaking to my friends about it. I was telling them about it and I was showing them some of my stores and stuff. And they were like, who the fuck buys this stuff? They were like, who buys it? And then I was kind of like, okay, I just started to get it. I was like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a certain group. I don't know, just weird people that just buy these items and yeah, they love it. So yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's not useful for the podcast, but it's just something that clicks, I think. And once that clicks,
I think like once you
yeah.
understand the platform, and once you start to kind of, one thing I say a lot, I don't know if you've done it, but it's like study the top sellers, like study other people that are doing really, really well, especially the top sellers, but like any store that's got over like 20,000, 25,000 orders, right? If you look at those stores, you start to understand, okay, like some people are buying this weird fucking shit. Like I'd have no, I would have, because me personally, I don't really buy that much shit online. I buy a bunch, some clothes, but I don't really buy much stuff online, right? I don't really buy things. Whereas someone like my mum, she buys so much random shit. Like I'll see some of the random shit she has around
all
the house.
mums do. I mean, you see my house.
Your house is literally
fucking
Etsy
scattered.
Central, bro.
It's just like
Etsy
you said. What was it?
Central.
Tidy junk. Yeah, you said tidy junk.
Boy,
Yeah.
just like little
It's
trinkets.
just like
and-
watch the England vlog, and it's like, at the beginning he just goes around my house roasting it, like basically calling everything fast
Bro,
food.
there was a plant pot in his house that I literally sold.
No, there was so many items.
I've had that in friends' houses. One of my friends as well. Like he, just like a kind of posh like white family, and I was in his house, and I was
who you're
like,
selling to.
I was looking at
Not
like
posh,
his like I guess it's his mum. I don't know, but there's like ornaments in his house, and I was like, I recognize these. Like these are some OG products, man.
These
It's literally like white middle class mums is kind of the main customer on Etsy. Like
Exactly.
US, UK, like it's the main customers.
But there's
Like,
a lot of them, and what they have is time and money.
time and money, that's the thing. So they have
Perfect.
time to find cool, interesting products, and that's what they're looking for as well. Like they want to find unique fucking items to sell, and those are the best items they're actually gonna.
They want an
fucking sell.
excuse to buy something at the end of the day, right? They want to buy something. It's just you need to give them that thing that is gonna make them think that's worth it. It's the fundamental thing, right?
They're literally looking to spend
Yeah,
money. Like
yeah.
they've come onto the platform to spend money,
Yeah.
to do something, right? They literally want to. You just have to give them like a little reason to do it.
A little push in the
Little
right
push.
direction.
Yeah.
And one thing as well, like, because we have a lot of stores in the same niches, like so many people come on the platform and spend 200, 250.
Yeah.
But they'll spend it across different stores because they're looking for
wow.
products.
Yeah,
They're looking for cool, unique
yeah,
products.
yeah.
But because we run in the same niche,
Yeah.
okay, they're buying like,
Yeah.
they just place 5 orders, but it's across 3 different stores. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
okay, like they're really looking to spend money. You just have to give them like almost a small excuse to do it. And it's just the interesting products as well. And if you understand which products do sell well and you understand the mentality of the buyer, that is what's going to really, really work well, right?
Yeah.
If you're just like, oh, this person's selling it really well, you don't understand anything,
Yeah.
that's where it goes bad. Like, that's why I don't really like using like tools and stuff like this. Because
Same. Yeah.
Honestly-
I do my product research very similar to yours.
Yeah. It's
like-
fall down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
there's,
just-
there's 100
yeah.
million products on AliExpress.
Yeah. There you go.
And there's 16, 18 as well. I don't know how many there's on there, but like tens of millions.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if.
I think 68 is probably a bit more, but it's much of a much.
it's like a much varied, it's a bit
Yeah.
different. But yeah, like there's a fuck ton of products, like 200 million products
Yeah.
you can see. Like there's the Turkish websites as well. There's like US supplier websites as well, US stock warehouse, but Turkish websites are very good.
I've not been on those. That's
You
cut
should-
that
Next
out.
one.
But there's so many different things you could do, and it's like finding, if you understand mentality, then that's how you actually scale it. And yeah, like so many people, bro, so many people take so long to do things.